We are back in France where they grow lavender. Ah, yes. Eiffel Tower is our next one. Okay, I see a couple 6s here. That's probably good. Okay, we have 15. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we should be able to get the 6. Okay. So we have a 1, and then there are 2 green ones, which means it has to be at least one in between. So green. The 6 can earliest start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we have 2 ones of different colors, so they start from here. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these have to be 6s. Now we see that that gave us an orange one that has another orange one beside it, which means that there has to be nothing there. We should be able to do the same with the 6 here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that one. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. Okay. Oh, that was a 1. Okay, so there's nothing over there. Okay, so now we have 2 nothing squares. I wonder if we can get that 5 then. 1, nothing 1. 1, nothing 1. Okay, and the 5 clearly can't be anywhere here. So it has to be here. Because it can't fit. If the 5 were to fit down here, it wouldn't fit all the 1s, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay, so this has to be 5. And this has to be a 1. Okay. Good start. I don't know if we can do much with these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, maybe. Also, there are 2 green ones here. So technically this is like, this covers 12. So maybe. 1, 2, 1, boom, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. No, okay, it's just not enough. Oh, 12, and there's 3 to 15. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work, yeah. 4, 8, 10, and 11, because 1 is in between. 4 left to 15, no. Oh, actually, okay, wait, we know that this is the 1. So there should be 2 blue 3s here. 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2. Okay, so those have to be. And that can't be anything because there's a blue 1 after. These can't be anything because they're before, and these have blue 1s after. Okay, this row starts with a 3. Clearly that can't fit there, so there can't be anything there. We know what that is, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. These have to be blue. Can't be anything there. And this 2 is surrounded by other blues, so we can't do anything there, nothing there. Okay. Okay, so back to this one. I wonder if we can get the green 2s in. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, we can get a little bit of the green. And wait, that's a 1. Hold up. Oh, we know which one this is. Well, it can't be anything there then, because another orange 1. So it has to be a 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, that didn't work. This has to be part of a... No, it doesn't work either. Okay. Now we have 5. Okay, that 5 has to be connected to this. So that has to also be orange. Because otherwise the 5 doesn't fit here. 2 green 1s. 1, boom, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these have to be orange as well. And then here we have to have the blue 3 then. So these have to be blue at least. And those are 1s, so we can't do anything there. Can't be a 3 there. Okay, so these 4 has to have the blue 3, so at least those 2. And there can't be anything here in that case. Okay. Okay, there has to be a blue 1 here somewhere, and then a brown or whatever it is, 3, so it has to be those 2. No. Okay, these 2 have to be part of the 6, because they can't be a 1, right? So it has to be at least those. which gives us that one, and there's a 4 before that, and the 4 clearly can't fit there, and then there's an orange 1 after that, so there can't be anything there either. That means that this is a blue 4. So we're done with that. So we've done all the blue ones there. No, okay. Okay, here we also have oh yeah, but that's what we started with, so that's fine. Okay, so that's apparently a 1. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that has to be like that, which means that has to be the 5. Also, there has to be a green 2 before that 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those have to be orange. So we have all the orange ones, so there's nothing before that. Which means this has to be a 2. That was the first 2. Okay. Yep. Okay, look here. So this clearly can't be a 1 because there are already 2 together. So, and there's nothing orange after the 6. I'm gonna call it orange. So these have to be part of the 6, which makes 6. Can't be anything over there. Which means that this has to be a 2, and that has to be a 2. Oh, I screwed up because there's actually a blue 1 in between. I thought there was nothing in between. Yep, no, that was me doing it wrong. We got an X there. Yep, I did not pay enough attention. That is my bad. And this is why I don't care anymore. Okay. No, you really have to pay attention if you want the like perfect score, right? Okay, where else can we be looking now? Oh, actually I see that that's the orange 2. Which means that's the orange 1. Yeah, because it's the orange 3. Well, yep. Doesn't really help right now. Okay, this has to be the first orange 2, because otherwise we would need to be a 2, a 2, and a 3, so that doesn't work. So can we get some of the green 3? Yes, we can get something there. Same thing here, but there's no 3, so that doesn't help. Yeah. Okay, wait. We can probably figure this out. Is this a 1 or a 3? If that's the 1, then we have to have a 1 in between, and then a 3, and then another 1. Okay, that doesn't work. So this has to be the orange 3. Then we have that. Which means this is the... Yeah, that's the orange 2. This has to be... Okay, that has to be the 5. We don't have the whole 6 yet, but yeah. You know what? We can actually put in these green ones, because they're 2 of the same color, so they need to have 1 space in between, so they can only go in like this. Okay. Same thing here, actually. That means that there's nothing here because there's nothing in between those. Which means that this 6 goes over there. And that gave us the 1 as well. Okay. No, I don't know. Can we figure it? Well, presumably we can. Just need to find it. Figure something else out. Oh wait, this is a 1. Has another orange. Can't be anything there. Which means that this is a 1. So this has to be blue, and this has to be the 3. Okay, cool. That makes this a 2. Okay. Oh yeah, then that's part of the 3, and this one doesn't really help us too much right now, I think. Oh wait, this is part of a 3, so there's a brown 3 here somewhere. Okay, yeah. That's a 2. Okay, so the 2 is over. There's a 2 over there somewhere. Alright, so this is the first orange 2, this is the second orange 2, and there has to be green after that, so this has to be a 2. That has to be a 2. Can't be anything here because nothing will fit. That means that these have to be green and this has to be orange. Okay. Right, this is a 1, so this has to be orange, this has to be nothing. This is a last, so, and there's green around it, so that has to be nothing. Which means this has to be a 1. This has to be nothing. The 5 is done, and there's a 2 after. Okay, then the 2 has to be there, because it can't obviously fit in a 1 slot. There and there. Aha, this has to be a 3 then. That's a 3. Oh yeah, the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that there's a 3 here just to make this, like, you know, symmetrical, but let's not, you know, jump to conclusions. Oh wait, hold up. I see that there's a blue here. This has to be a 2. So that's that row. This has to be green, actually, because there's nowhere else the green 2 would fit. Yep. Can we do anything? Hold up. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. I was like, this doesn't work. Oh wait, hold up. This green 1 is last in this column, so that can't be anything. And same here, that can't be anything. That means that's green. Oakley dokley. Wait, if this is a 2, and then we have a 1 and nothing. Okay, I didn't mean to click that, but I was accidentally correct. I meant to click this one. Okay, that's a 1, that's a 3, which means that it has to be like that. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, no. Okay. Well, can't be anything there. Which means there can't be anything here because otherwise the 3 won't fit, so it's going to be like that. Which means that's a thing. These are parts of the 4 then, so that has to be that. Yeah. That has to be part of a 3. Yeah, no, that doesn't help. Oh, okay. We have just enough left here that we can actually put these in. So like that. Okay. Doesn't help super much right now, but hopefully it... Oh, obviously it will eventually. Oh, hold up. There's nothing here. Here we go. That means that these 2 green 1s have to be here and there, which makes this orange. Which means that this has to be a 2. Which means this has to be orange. And there's nothing there. So this has to be green. There's nothing there, and this is blue. Okay, okay. A blue 3, well, it can't be over there, so it has to be like that. And then there is a red 3, so it has to be at least like that. Okay, then we have the blue there. That makes the 3 end, or ends the 3. Okay, that's 3. Don't know that. We don't know that. Oh, that's 4. Okay. Okay, one of these is green. And it can't actually be this one because there is no green there. Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a green 3 there, so that's gonna have to be it. So that has to be blue. And that's the 3. So it's like that. And that's the 1, and so nothing there, and so it's there. Okay, okay. We are getting there. Can't be anything here. Yeah. Blue there. Which means it has to be green here. Blue there. Which means this should be green. Which means that can't be anything. So that's green then. Which means that's nothing. And that has to be green. Which means that's nothing. Which means that's green. Which makes this blue. And that's nothing. That has to be blue. That has to be green. Can't be anything there. And then we have to fit a blue 2 and 3. So it's going to be like that. Which makes this green and that green. No! Damn it, there was a 1 in between. I thought it was a 2. Alright, another miss. My bad. That's going to be blue though. That's going to be green because that's actually a 2. That's going to be green and that's going to be green. Okay. Okay. That's going to be nothing. That's going to be nothing. This is going to be blue. That's going to be blue. Nothing in between. Makes that blue. Means these 2 are blue. Which means this column doesn't have any orange in it, but this one does, so it has to be there. Okay, now we're just in this corner. Can we do anything? Yes, I think this 3. No, no. Maybe this 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that has to be orange. Okay, we have a 2 and a 1 here. If that's the 2, or if that's the 1, then the 2 can't fit, so it can't be anything there. So that has to be the 2, which means it has to be like that. And there can't be anything there. And... ah, okay, so the only columns up here that have blue are these 2, so this blue 2 has to be over here. Because otherwise they just don't work. Okay, so if this is part of the 3, it can't even reach here, so that has to be nothing. So these have to be 3. This can't be a 2. So 2 has to be over here. It can't be anything here. So it has to be there. And there. That's the Eiffel Tower. Whee! Whatever these are. Trees? Sure. Yes. Next is apparently a French woman. Here's the French woman. Sure. Next is flowers. We have flowers. Oh yeah, of course I get 3 stars when I'm off camera. And next we're gonna be finding a gentleman. Here we have the gentleman. I think it's a profile? with like a hat and a face. I was very confused before they like filled in more colors what this was, but yeah. Almost took myself out. Like legitimately almost lost that level. Next we have a frog. Alright, I mean we've earned 90 stars at least. This is the frog. I guess. Sort of. Yeah, sure. Next we have snails. Escargot. Here we have snails. I guess. I have a hard time seeing it, but I'm sure it's there. Envelope. Wow. Okay. Let me just tell you how bullshit it is that one of the colors is literally a dark blue and the background of the board is dark blue. I made like 3 mistakes because I could not tell the difference right at the end. What the... Okay. So, nonograms are fun, but if you're gonna have a blue background board, don't have blue colors. Just like if you have white to depict that, like, just there has to be more contrast, okay? If you're gonna do colors like this. Okay, we got the envelope, and I just remembered that this game actually has a hint button, and that's gonna be used from now on. But this is an envelope. Kind of looks like a treasure chest, but sure. Windmill. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. It looks like that, and then you get, and then it fills up until it's blue again when you like fill in correct squares. So this might actually speed up the process and the accuracy. And I think there's an achievement for using the hints as well. So yeah. Windmill. All right, here's the windmill. Almost. Yeah. Level 39, cat on a swing. That happens often in France, I'm sure. Okay, our first little square. Here we have cat on a swing. And then the last level for France, a croissant. How fitting. We have completed France and le croissant. Is that like jam in it? Alright. Well, that... Oh.
Oh, France! There's so much romance in the world, and so little butter in this container of margarine wrapped around a piece of homemade soap. Now Malcolm knows better than to trust shady characters who advertise their defective services on posters.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we didn't get any of that for Australia. Australia didn't get any story? What? Why did Australia not get any? Oh, because we got the intro, I guess, for Australia, and then for France we got like an after. Okay, I guess. I mean, okay, we got more story. So next time, I'm guessing it's Africa, because, you know, we all know Africa is one country and not like, I don't know, 30 countries, or is it like more, is it 40, 50? Like, there are a bunch of countries in Africa, and they're all very different, okay? That sounds ironic. No, like, legitimately, like, you have Egypt and South Africa and Kenya and Madagascar and the Ivory Coast. Like, all of them are in Africa. They are definitely not the same country. Like, Morocco, like, they're all not the same country. So, we're gonna go to somewhere. This makes me think the Sahara Desert, so like North Africa? Anyways, next episode. It looks like Malcolm gets scammed in France, which, like, low-key. Or in Paris, like, not surprised, I guess. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you.